Hello, good evening, and happy Lemons weekend to you. The 2025 Le Mans 24 Hours is almost upon us. So, as is tradition on this channel, we are back in Le Mans 24 Hours for the PS2, trying to beat the 2000 Le Mans 24 Hour race. First time as a stream, as has been the case with a lot of the games this year, and I'm really looking forward to this one. I adore this game. This is so much fun. As many of you will know, I enjoyed Petit Le Mans even more when we did that last year. But yeah, the big challenge today is Le Mans 2000. Good evening to everyone already here. Martin's, good to see you. Congratulations on finally doing a full distance 24 hours in this game and 100% in the game. It's a gargantuan effort. Very well done. One day, we're a long way off that here, but one day we will. Certainly not in one go. I cannot function. I've tried to do. I'm physically incapable of doing a full 24 hours awake. Body shuts down. Not happening. But we'll do it another time. Screamlight, Helium Trophy. Good to see you. I've not seen James Early San Marino. I will catch up with that. Seems like it didn't go to plan. Alexis, good to see you. I will happily take on the moniker John Lemon for the foreseeable future. Well, not just for this. I'm not going to change it by default. That's a bit much. But for this, I will happily be John Lemon. 24 hours race. I don't know if that's from anything, by the way, if that's a reference or if you've just come up with John Lemon, by the way. But I like it. I like it a lot. Right, let's get set up and get going. So, we're going to have a couple of attempts, obviously. It's a much shorter race. I don't know how quickly we're going to do it, because this game seems much more of a reasonable challenge than Indy 500. So, we might do it, you know. That's a very good point. It might have to do a tag team situation in that. I suppose my brain connected John Lennon and motorsport. Fine. we'll take it as John Lemon. But I'm not gonna try and look like John Lennon to be John Lemon, if that's okay. I'm just gonna look like this. Hope that's all right. Right, let's get started. To be honest, I'm slightly underprepared because I sat down to get ready for the stream and then started watching Hyperpole highlights and then lost track of time. So that's my bad. But let's get on with it. So, once again, we're in open prototype. You may remember last year we completed the GT Championship. We had one attempt in the open prototype in this car, Conrad Motorsports, because we were with Conrad for GT, so we've been promoted through the ranks at Conrad Motorsports to drive in their open prototype program. Now, full disclosure, to get the thumbnail for tonight's stream, I did another race, and I did the 10-minute Le Mans, which is not what we do, because the 10-minute version is essentially a 3-lap sprint race, where you don't have to worry about tyre wear or fuel consumption, and no pit stops. And because I then whacked the engine up to top speed and sprint mode, we won that easily. So I've actually unlocked a few other options. We have the Team Dams Cadillac. We've got the Asahi Team Dragon Paynos, which I really like that car. I'm not going to lie. We already had the Johansson Matthews, then there's the other Paynos. We already had Welter Rachel. We already had the Multimedic Motorsports in the Lola Nissan. And then we've unlocked another Cadillac. The number 1 and the number 2 Cadillac. So we've got a few Cadillacs. A couple of Paynos, 3 Cadillacs, which is nice. And part of me does kind of want to go in the Paynos, because I really like that. But we're going to stick with the Conrad Motorsports Lola for now. Peter, good evening. Good to see you. See, I am tempted by the Caddy, considering how well they have done so far. The Team Dams Caddy as well. The French connection, as it were. But we'll see how we go in the Conrad Motorsports car. To be fair, the Conrad Motorsports car is much better, allegedly, than the Dams. I'm not... To be fair, the Paynos looks pretty solid as an option. Who knows? Anyway, yeah, we'll stick with the Conrad Motorsports car for now. And then, of course, we are on Expert and Hard, so no assists and the AI driver skill on Hard. Yep, that is the top one, just reminding myself. And then let's set the options. So, as ever, we do 24 minutes of Le Mans. And we have it set to random weather, which has been a bit of a bane of our existence in previous attempts, which is not ideal. I am going to do a little bit of a practice first, just to kind of get acquainted, so I'm going to whack on the soft tyres. I think we did balance for both last time, if I remember rightly. I did check this in the week, so I was prepared, so I know what our strategy was last time. And then I've forgotten it. Just remember 2 words. Sorry, sir. No. So we'll go with that, have a little bit of practice, and we'll get out there. Bourdais might win Le Mans this year. And also, I am rooting for that car as well. I like Jenson Button, so I'm hoping the 38 Cadillac can do it. That's who I'm rooting for in the hypercar class. But it's such a mixed-up grid. You know, seeing the Ferraris a little bit lower down, the number 8 Toyota lower down. It's great. It's also nice to see at least one of the Aston Martin hypercars not at the back completely, which is good. Now, some people may have noticed a slight difference in how it looks. I have moved to the emulator for this rather than playing it on the disc via my slightly dying PS3, just because it's on life support at the moment, and I have been slowly transferring everything off of it via USB stick to the other PS3 I bought, because I'm a sane man and I now have 2 PlayStation 3s, but this one is one of the slim ones that doesn't implode as much. Can still play PlayStation games, not PS2 games, because I was under the impression that the PS2 games were the things that made the fat PS3s go boom. It's also probably just the thermal paste also being completely dried out. It's either thermal paste or capacitors that's going in that fat PS3. Ooh, brakes! Yep. You do want to stop for that corner, top tip. Helium Trophy, if it don't go, I'm probably not going to do it on the first attempt, because history does suggest that will be the case. I am tempted by that 23 Paynos. I'm feeling it. I think we might jump to the Paynos after this. It's Conrad Motorsports, they need to. This is their last chance to give me a package to get the job done. If they can't do it, we'll jump ship. I too am a sane man and brought a cable so I can play PS1 and PS2 games natively while having the Series X. This is the thing. I know that it is possible just to get all this stuff, or the majority of it, on, you know, emulator, because lots of people have done great work preserving media, and you know, kept these things alive, and made it very accessible to do so. But there's something about playing it on the disc and on the hardware that I still really love. I've got a PS2 knocking around, and that does still work, but it takes like 5 minutes to read a disc. Once it's read the disc, it's fine. So I might look into trying to fixing that if I can improve it, or just deal with the fact that it takes 5 minutes to read a disc. And hope that that issue is not, you know, causing any damage in any way. Valiant Valium, hello. I'm not going to lie, I don't know what that abbreviation is off the top of my head. You could have said anything to me. I have no idea. I'm sorry. Turn up the game audio. Absolutely, I can do that. Since we are just practicing. Let's have a look. Thank you, Martins. Oh, good luck, have fun. Oh. Thank you. You see, I'm not very internet savvy. Thank you, Valiant, for saying that. I appreciate it. Right, let's get the game audio up a touch. You have to tell me this is too loud. I assume everything else sounds alright. Is that too loud now? Can you hear me alright over the game? Just give me a shout. Because I've been quite lucky so far. I've been able to set everything at one volume and it's kind of survived. I need to shout. Or is that another acronym? I don't know. Help me, please. I don't know. Oh, is it too loud now? To be fair, I'm telling you what. It's nice to actually have the session start in the dry, and I'm feeling all right. Oh, yes. Give me a shout. Touche, Alexis. Touche. Thank you for giving me a shout. I appreciate that. Okay. That first lap isn't incredible, but you know, it's a start. Oh, the background music's amazing. I absolutely love the background music for this. It's very smooth. And it does repeat for the entire duration of the race, but unlike the background music of Indy 500, it doesn't get grating. It puts you in a groove. Yeah, I get that. I can hear what you mean by that being very Gran Turismo. That's probably why it doesn't get annoying. It's just changed. They actually have multiple music tracks. Just a little bit groovy. Okay, probably should have gone down to third on the exit of that one. That's fine. Okay, this isn't so bad. Yeah, the Peugeot hypercar looks great, Peter. It is a shame they could never get the wingless version working as desired, because I thought without the wing it looked properly good. That is a good question, Alexis. I must admit, I'm not super keen on it. I know it's only quite a recent thing that Monaco and Indy were on the same day, and in recent years all it has done is serve to kind of highlight that, oh, actually Monaco is definitely the lesser in terms of the Triple Crown races, because you have Monaco and then you have the Indy 500, so, you know, it's chalk and cheese. But I still quite liked that they were on the same day. And am I right in saying as well, because of the timings, they're going to be on they're going to overlap too. They're going to be on at the same time, or at least a very similar time. This is a decent lap. That's not too bad. I'm happy to take that to qualifying. Also seems like the weather is about to change anyway, so let's leave that there. The Alpine is a very nice looking car, and they seem to be a lot more competitive this year. So that's going to be interesting. It's great to see such a mix of cars up near the top now with Hypercar. That's really cool. Dutch GP ending after 2026. Is that true? I didn't hear about that. I thought they'd had a longer contract and they were gonna alternate with Belgium. If I'm honest, if that's the case, I'm fine with it. I kind of agree with Helium's take. I don't think it added very much. It wasn't like Zandvoort, as it used to be. And if it comes to a toss-up between Belgium and Zandvoort, I'd rather have Belgium. So that's, yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah, they must have to overlap, Alexis, surely. Right. Qualifying. Let's set it to the sprint. Oh, yeah, to be fair, we did that lap on the balanced engine. So 3 minutes 40 in the balanced engine is pretty promising. I'm going to go the sprint engine. I'm going to stick with balanced for now on the gear ratios. Soft tyres in the hope that it's a dry session. I'm going to keep the downforce where it is. Personal preference. There we go. Oh, confirmation a few hours ago. Oh, there we go. The power of Max, not enough to keep it on the calendar, it seems. Okay, let's get set up. Praise be, it's a dry qualifying session. The first lap is always a write-off because they plonk you on the line with the timer running. Thanks for that. Should have done this before the stream. I'm just reminding myself of all the corner names. So I can not just go that corner all the way through. There we go. That's better. I can see some stuff. Okie dokie. I'm just going to adjust myself in my seat as well. Sorry for the slightly messy start to the stream. Like I said, I came up to prepare in such good time. I'm too far this way now. Jesus Christ, what is wrong with me? Yeah, I came up to prepare, like, quite early, and then just sat here. Just pottered about with other stuff. It's very strange. Right. First lap is a bit of an installation lap. Although I've put the track map up and now I can't see chat. I don't know what's wrong with me. Outside of the usual. There we go. So, it's been cancelled partially due to pressure from the locals complaining about the noise, is that right? Damn. I'd be sympathetic to that if there hadn't been a circuit there for quite a long time. If I buy a house next to, I don't know, the Indy Motor Speedway and then complain about the noise of engines, that's kind of on me. If I bought a house and then they built a speedway next to it, then maybe you've got something to kind of complain about. You know what, if it really was the pinnacle of motorsport, Alexis, they would make them change discipline every single race. So round 1, you can have your F1 spec cars, but round 2, why not in Formula Fords? Round 3, pop them in Radicals. 4, Minis. 5, push bikes. If you're a true racer, you're a true racer, right? You can win in anything. just race around the streets of Valencia without restoring the track, so it feels like a level from Need for Speed rather than a circuit. Well, if you're the one building the circuit, Peter, then that's your own fault. Okay, Screamlight and Valiant are now starting. Yeah, this is it. These are the combos. Formula Ford, Norris Ring, Round 5, A1. Oh, I did not take Indianapolis well. Into Arnage. Remember, we're still coming round on basically what is our outlap. One of the few times I do actually miss the shrunken version we got in the PS1. Just for efficiency. Now, I do like this. I do like the fact that we have a full-size Le Mans in this game. Pretty solid version of it as well for the time. Porsche curves, yeah, I'm not a fan. Definitely my weakest part of the circuit. Into the 4 chicanes. That's a great way to start the lap. Come on. Right, here we go. So the pole time is 3 minutes 29. We did a 3 minutes 14 practice with the balanced engine. Here we go, up to the Dunlop chicane. Amazing. Absolutely top class. Start as you mean to go on. Christ. It's not a good first sector. Okay. I will probably only do 1 lap and just see how it goes from there, because I'm pretty sure the lap after this I'd need to consider refueling anyway, so it would be an out lap. Oh god. So I'm not exactly covering myself in glory in this qualifying lap. I think we might be starting at the back of the class. It's fine. It's the first attempt. I see we're getting Porsche hypercars in, just a field of Porsche hypercars. Correct, Valiant. Correct. Especially when I've not really revisited it apart from to do the 10-minute race to get the thumbnail. So I'm still kind of warming back up to it. To be fair, I was surprised I won that. I didn't qualify, went into the race, started from the back. It was dry. Was leading by lap 2. And obviously it was only a 3-lap race. Boom! Job done. But obviously, when you can turn the engine up to the max and there's no ramifications of fuel consumption and tyre wear, it kind of swings in your favour. Whereas here, all that stuff is back in. If you remember in the last attempt, we had to stop on the final lap because of fuel. And we were running well in the first stint, and we got ourselves up to like 4th, I think. But the Audis were just gone. The 3 Audis, head and shoulders above the rest of the field. So how we're going to catch them, I'm not sure yet. But if we can get the strategy a little bit more robust, we can definitely have a better finish than last time. If I remember rightly, we finished 8th on our first attempt. Bit tiptoey round. Slower than our practice time. It's a 3-minute 42. There's definitely time to be gained after a few mistakes there, but we will leave it at that for qualifying attempt number 1. Fun fact, there was a sim racing championship on R-Factor 1 a while back where every round they use a different track car combo. That's really cool. I'm surprised that something like that still doesn't exist, and if it does, yeah, probably just not heard about it. But I like that as a concept. That's fun. Audi Sport Team Yoast 1 and 2. Team Dam's Cadillac in 3rd. Good advert to maybe try and drive for them. That's pretty good. Ahead of one of the other Audi Sports. The 2 Paynos is 6th and 7th. Multimedic in 9th. I think we are going to be the last of the class. We are. Oh dear. That's fine. I knew it wasn't a particularly good lap. I'm not too pressed about it at this point in time. So we will deal with it then. So, what to do about strategy? I'm going to go on to the hard tyre. So if it is raining, yeah, at least the hard tyre is better in the wet than the soft. And that's what I had set last time. I had balanced for both. So the question is, do I stick with the same but alter my pit stop strategy? Or do I go endurance, except being slow but do less stops? Or, we know it's going to be a 2-stop anyway. Do I go for the sprint and see what happens? Could I get away with a 2-stop on the sprint engine? Or will I actually need a 3-stop on the sprint engine? Part of me's thinking of going with the sprint engine and seeing what that's like. Just kind of go in all guns blazing. That's what I'm thinking. It's just so annoying when you don't have the weather forecast, because if you start starting on the wrong tyre, you know, it's modelled well enough that you feel the difference. It's manageable, but it's not fun. Just confirming I have got it set 24 and random. Yep, that's correct. Okay. Attempt number 1. Let's go for it. Cool. Assuming everything is fine now with volumes and such, but do let me know if there's anything needs adjusting. But here we go. Helium. I made my joke about that last year, and I promised myself I wasn't going to laugh at it again. But it is funny, so, you know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Right, of course, it starts raining, but because we're not in the fish tank filter, it's intermediate weather, so we might be able to survive. Lights come on. We are racing the 2000 Le Mans is go for the first time tonight. Peter, if that is the case, please seek medical attention. I beg of you. Okay. A much more tentative start. Let's try not to barge someone straight off the road, although it is true that the AI in this game don't race like it's... there you go, they don't race like it's an endurance race. They get aggressive. Banging side by side through Tetra Rouge. And he's going to have the benefit of the slipstream for now. Bump draft me, my guy, we're losing the rest of them. I shouldn't be losing the rest of them because, oh god, we've got the sprint engine. We should be really quick. And now the fish tank filter's on, so it's now full wet. That was nice while it lasted, eh? God, this Cadillac needs to leave me alone! Oh my god, murder. Absolute murder into the Mulsanne chicane. I've just crashed into an Olive Garden. Well, we are under dubious, dubious conditions. Up to 13th, early doors. Right, onto the Mulsanne corner now. Let's get it stopped. Almost onto the gravel. I wouldn't necessarily say so yet, Valiant. It's annoying, for sure, that we're going to have to switch tyres in our first stop to change compound, because the hards might have lasted. But we can at least manage it. It's at least drivable. Right, up to Arnage. Can feel the understeer from the lack of grip there. Sorry to hear that, KD. I hope that means you didn't get scammed and at least it was okay. I thought the 60s Classic was referring to other body parts. I'm trying to think of what 60s Classic, because the only thing that got stuck in my head was Sex on Fire, which is not a 60s classic and also not about body parts. Well, it's kind of about body parts, but not, like, directly. Spinning it up on the curbs there. Crate balls fire. Excellent. That's my fault for not being good at humour. Oh god. And that's also my fault for not being good at driving. Over-egged it into the Dunlop chicane. This is an awful first attempt. I knew I should have done some slight more practice. So that first lap we've used just over half a tank. So I think I'm probably going to have to stop at the end of this lap, because I don't think I'll make it 3 laps. I think that seems fair. This Chrysler just will not leave me alone. They are going with me. Oh. not bad. To be fair, switching to the emulator does have one slight advantage in that the rain at night is now not super dark. It's not invisible. So that's okay. I can now actually see a little bit better. So that's at least one obstacle out of the way. This guy needs to sod off, though. I'm cheering for the red dot that's way behind everyone else. Yeah, they've had a nightmare. To be fair, that could be the guy. Could be the guy I punted into on lap 1. So, all the best to them. I am truly sorry. Oof. Awful run through Indianapolis. The lack of grip is horrible. And we are going to have to stop next lap. Right. Now, instead of being a pain, let's work together. Oh, okay. Let's not. Fine. Right. Will people be stopping on this lap? A couple people, I think, might be. Almost missed the pit entrance. That's cool. Don't worry about it. And in we go. Right, full wets. Downforce high, because I prefer that in wet weather. And, yeah, wets high, go. Let's do that. Oh god, yeah, let's not get into bloody the rise of Google, and indeed everyone forcing AI down our throats. It's just, it's awful. Inaccurate, unreliable, has basically stolen from people to get its information, bad for the environment. And has actively made many things worse. Welcome to the future. Anyway, CX, good evening. Yes, I did. But I've been breaking the machine quite consistently so far. It's been a pretty poor first attempt. But it's okay. We now have wet weather tyres on. We have high downforce. Let's see if we can do some driving. See the split strategies going on. Some people coming in this lap, some others ahead. Obviously, maybe with a slightly different engine. I'm hoping we can get away with just the 2-stop, even though we're on the sprint engine. I've definitely not made the most of the sprint engine. I'd say that's fair. Let's try and make up some ground if we can. I think we've got the Welter Rachel Open prototype ahead of us, so we'll go for that. Oh, look at that. My goodness. What's that sensation? It's grip. Well, I missed that. That's lovely. Evening first last, hello. Oh, bloody hell. Welter Rachel getting a little bit aggy there. Oh, I'm braking a little bit late. Oh, bloody hell. Managed to style that out, Jesus. KD, let me give you some advice. Obviously, it's annoying that it nearly happened, but it also didn't. So by this point, you're the one ruining your own day by still being mad about it. So thank you, lucky stars, that didn't happen. And just make your own day better by not being angry about it. You control how you feel. And I don't say that in a judgy tone, because I am someone who has done that to myself in the past. I put myself in a bad mood over something and then go, actually, the thing that was bothering me isn't the thing making me feel bad. It's actually just me putting myself in a bad mood. I know it's easier said than done. Martin's with a much more direct approach of what I was saying. Kinda, yeah. Peter, yes, we can now have grip, because we've got the right tyres in the right situation, which is good. So it's very helpful. Although I'm not driving anywhere near well enough for this situation at the moment. And we can see the leaders haven't even stopped. Whoever's in the lead still hasn't been in the pits. So are they going that quickly on like an endurance engine? That's insane. Right, through the 4 chicanes we go. Over the curbs. I see, KD. I get that. You know, I understand that, yeah, it's maybe harder to control your emotions with that in mind. That's understandable. Well, hopefully, watching me absolutely murder some open prototypes might cheer you up a little bit. First last, we've beaten it on GT. GT class. But not in open prototype. We've not got the overall win yet. So that is what we're going for tonight. And we did the PS1 version. So yeah, just GT class. So we're up to 8th now thanks to pit stops. The gap to the top 2 or 3 is just ridiculous at this point. I'm not trying, Peter. But it seems like that's what I've been on. I've been on a little bit of a warpath. The good news is this second stint is going a little bit better as the sun comes up. And I've now just realised we're on the wrong tyres again. Come on. Come on. Let's use the slipstream. Oh! Oh, you cheeky little shits. Where's that other there you are. What the fuck is your problem, pal? Christ, now it's gone the other way. Oh, blood. Oh, okay. He's keen, isn't he? Oh, Jesus. Very realistic AI behaviour there. As you'd expect, of course. So we're up to 6th at least, which is good, but my sprint engine means, am I going to have to stop again at the end of this lap? Hopefully that will mean we'll get to the end. It seems like the leaders are stopping now. So are the leaders doing one stop? Are they making it work on just the endurance engine, but they're that quick? That's slightly ominous, if so. Right. I think I'm going to go on to the soft tyres. Since it's dry, we're going to go soft tyres, and hopefully this will be okay to get us to the end. It's raining again. I'm going to stick on the... Shit, what do I do? Is it going to go... Let's go to the Inter. We'll go to the Inter. Fuck, this is ridiculous. Oh, God. Yeah, the AI is insane. I don't mind the handling, personally. I think the handling's pretty good. I think the AI is the main thing, where they just... They are crazy. They're insane. The weather has not fallen kindly for us at all in this race. I've been on the wrong tyre for most of the race because it's changed. Because it was wrong at the beginning and changed during our last stint. I'm about to change to Inters. God knows what it's going to do next. Franz isn't here. Franz is in Canada, unfortunately, Martins. So we're going down to 16th. We're hopefully going to make some places back up. When everyone has their second stop, although some might not have a second stop. We've actually fallen behind one of the GT cars. I don't think the sprint engine's the right choice. I think, yeah, I think we need to make it work on either the balanced or the endurance engine. That's not good. The weather could just stay as it is, so we're at least on the right tyre for a bit. That would be nice. Can definitely be a bit more aggressive. I'm being a little bit cautious at the minute. It is attempt 1. I've not actually seen any of the FP1 stuff from F1 yet. I'm assuming that means McLaren are down the order. But it is still only FP1. They can still potentially turn it round overnight. Screamlight, off the top I know, but I forget, what AI are you on for NR 2003? So, Screamlight, I am on 92 AI, but friend of the channel Corvin put all of the grid through the N ratings tool, which kind of, you know, normalizes their difficulty and kind of sets them to more representative of the 2003 season, especially with like the added in drivers who aren't originally in the game. And he said with that, it's kind of like driving 94. So, 92 to 94 is what I'm driving at the minute on an R2003. And as you can see, if I run clean, it's easy to go quicker than them. I don't run clean, which is why I crash and lose. But, as you can see, pace-wise, I think I've outgrown 92/94. So, when I come to do another season, I'll be definitely turning it up to sort of 96 to 98 and see how we go. But that's what I'm on. Helium, does Le Mans end before the Canadian Grand Prix starts, or is there an overlap tomorrow? Because if there's an overlap, I'd absolutely be just watching the end of Le Mans, for sure. First last, 2028 is way too soon. I need to finish this season first, which will end in 2030. Then we'll have a short break of 6 years, and then the next season will begin in 2036. Get it in your calendars. Oh, Christ. Okay, we're up to 11th. Shit. So the race ends at 4 o'clock. 1600 hours. It takes about 3.5 minutes to get around. Am I going to make it to the end before the timer? And then I'm going to need to do that. Basically, this strategy has absolutely not worked. Sprint engine is not the one. Some improvements required from the driver, as ever, but no. It looks like it is about to get slightly darker for the final part of this race, but honestly at this point the weather's been wrong the entire time for us, so who cares? Jesus, well that rolled in fast. Oh, God. And all of a sudden we've appeared in a Stephen King novel. Or an episode of Stranger Things. What will end first, my NR 2003 season or Stranger Things? Answers on a postcard. Like, the leaders just seem to have done one stop and are just flying. It's unreal. Okay, I don't think we're going to end up needing to do another lap at this rate. Or are we? It's about 30 seconds until the race ends. Just seeing if there's anyone. I did feel like there was a dot not far behind us, but I think we're quite clear. Well, not if we do that. Because I'm thinking, let's not bother. Yeah, we're not going to make it. It's fine. Our first attempt will end with us in 11th, so that is a step backwards on strategy. That's not very good. Oh, it's the weather. I've never seen the weather change so much in one attempt. Does it once or twice, but it's gone from like full dry to into to wet. It's proper yo-yoed. Okay. Not a good start, but we get our eye in. That's fine. It's 3 hours long. Oh dear. It is 24 minutes, but even in our previous attempts, the weather has, I don't think, has varied that much in a single attempt as much as it has then. It's maybe gone from wet to dry. It's never gone wet into to full wet to dry to into to wet to then starting to dry again in 24 minutes. That's a lot compared to previous attempts with this game. But it's also the first time doing it on the emulator. It shouldn't make a difference, but maybe that's what we're in for. Who knows? Absolutely insane within 24 minutes. Batch, quite right, Helium. Quite right indeed. Okay, so Audi Sport absolutely drive away with it. Their pace is so far ahead of everyone else. They're doing qualifying times. I mean, you can't say it's not realistic. Absolutely dominating ahead of the Mopar Team Orica. We come home 11th, which is not ideal. So we will race again, obviously. Hang on, is that just going to start the race again? With the same qualifying? Because I don't want to do that. Because I'm going to actually switch to the Paynos. So if it does just restart the race, I'm going to jump in the Paynos. One qualifying lap, see where we end up. Go from there, see how it goes. And then different strategy this time. Sprint engine has been crossed off. It has to be balanced or endurance. And I feel like endurance might be the answer if we're going to get anywhere near. What is that Audi doing? Where are you going, pal? I don't even noticed that before. It's the esports line, of course. Dearie me. Yeah, I think if we're going to keep up with those Audis, we've got to just be quick, but somehow do it on the endurance engine. Which I'm not keen on, but there we go. Audi wins again. The dominance will bore fans. And you've got nothing to save, my guy. Nothing happened. Thanks for the update. Okay, here we go again. Le Mans 2000. And we are going in... I'm going to take the 23. The 23 Paynos. Let's see. How different is it? We are still set to 24. We are still set to random. Let's go sprint. Do I try top speed for qualifying? I might do top speed. Let's give that a try for this qualifying session. I'm going to stick with downforce where it is. Let's qualify. No. Yeah, of course. It's not about... It's all about who does the most laps. An Audi with an impressive 0 laps. Top speed is pointless. Shit. To be fair, I think we found this out with GTs. I just assumed that it might be slightly different in the prototypes. We're having a bit of luck in qualifying, at least, with it staying dry. Again, I'm going to do 1 lap. Oh. The engine sound of that Paynos is nice. Oh, that sounds good. I'm quite happy with that. I'm happy with this choice. Beautiful. So you think set the wing on low, balance for engine and gearbox, and should be okay? Just if it rains, I hate driving this thing with low downforce, but it might not rain. To be fair, it feels pretty good. That chicane was a little bit messy, but that's again me pushing my braking point. I've been a bit more chill tonight, it has to be said. I'm certainly not reaching the levels of focus that Indy 500 required, and maybe, if I did, we'd actually do okay. So, obviously looking ahead to Real Le Mans, I imagine most people here have been looking at, you know, keeping an eye on what's going on with Le Mans in real life. who's everyone rooting for, if anyone, in the different classes? Is anyone rooting for anyone, or do you just enjoy watching the race? I typically don't. I don't think I care particularly who wins, but yeah, the 38, because I've always been a fan of Jenson Button and I like Sebastian Bourdais, so the 38 in the hypercars. I always root for Panis Racing in LMP2, although they are down in 11th in class, so they've not qualified particularly well. And then I'm a fan of Aston Martins in LMGT3, and there's 2 Aston Martins in the field, one of which is on the class pole, the other is quite a ways down the order. That you are, Valiant, that's true. Oh, yep, Spike, obviously, the AO Racing guys. And KD for Ferrari. Yeah, I was surprised how far off they were. And look, I'm sure someone who understands BOP might be able to explain that. Because I'm not going to sit here and pretend I understand BOP. I understand the principle of BOP, of what it's trying to do, and obviously give a balance of performance. But how they do it and how they define it, and what they actually do, I don't follow it close enough to be able to give any kind of opinion on that. What I know of BOP is, usually someone complains every time they announce the BOP changes, and then the races still end up being quite close. So people hate it in principle, but in action it seems to do quite a good job. And BOP is almost like a stand-in for F1's approach, which is having more stricter regulations. Whereas at least with BOP, you can have much more different designs, but then they get evened out another way. That's my understanding of it. If it's completely wrong, also fine. But I do think that Ferrari hypercar is a beautiful looking thing. I think what's different this year is, though, in the previous years when they've won Le Mans, I don't think they'd won any of the races leading up to it in WEC, whereas this year I believe they have won quite a few, if not all. So I imagine BOP is maybe BOPing at the moment. It's nice to see Alpine in the mix. Obviously I saw, Peter, you're going for Mick Schumacher and Jean-Eric Vergne. I think everyone who supports Caddy is expecting something to go wrong. This feels like a much tidier lap so far. This is not too bad. Yeah, that's fair, CX. And I think that's what most people do. And to be honest, even if the people I've picked don't win, I'm not going to be like upset or pressed about it. I'll still just enjoy, like you say, you enjoy the spectacle. As the title of this stream suggests, I do think it's close between Indy 500 and Le Mans, but for me, Le Mans is the race. It is the jewel in the crown. Yeah, we are nowhere near the top end of the engine, are we? Should have gone down to first there, really. I do like sliding it wide out of Arnage. No. Ah, wasn't too bad. That was a bit dramatic. Touched the grass for 2 seconds. Alright. Through the Porsche curves, past Maison Blanche. And up to the 4 chicanes to end the lap. God damn, I was on for such a good lap then. I got in the wall. It's a 3:34. That is my best time ever. Damn. That's a shame. Frame rate has dropped to about 7. Oh. Sorry about that. Is that the game? Is that the entire stream or just the game having a moment? It certainly doesn't look like it for me, so that might probably a stream issue. So apologies for that, if that's the case. Okie dokie. Let's see how we've done. Which manufacturer would be like to be back in Le Mans? That's a good question. That's a good question. The thing is, I like Aston Martin and they're already there, so I'm happy to see them back in hypercar. And obviously they've been there in GT for quite a few years. Alfa Romeo. Just for a few seconds. Okay, I'll keep an eye on that. Alfa Romeo is a good shout. Right. 7th. That is our best ever qualifying by 1 place. We were 8th. To be honest, if I'd gotten the exit of the Ford chicanes right, we could have been as high as 4th, I think. Because I think I cost myself a little bit of time on that exit. So that's pretty solid. The 2 Audi Sport Team Yoasts are clear. And there's proof that that was a very good lap. Okay. Strategy time. To be fair, I think Jaguar was a really good shout. Yeah, I think Jaguar was a really great shout. All the silk cut references would be endless. Okay. We'll start on the hard tyre. I'm going to go back to balance. We'll go back to balance engine. If it's raining, I'm not going to enjoy low downforce, so I'm going to start on medium, and if it isn't raining, we'll knock the downforce down. That's how we're going to start with that. And then hopefully we can just drive better, mate. You know? That's how we're going to start. Balance, balance, hard, manual, good. Right, attempt number 2. Let's go. God, we were only 4 seconds off touching Dick. Which is quite a... It's not far at all, is it? It's definitely going to rain. It's definitely going to rain. I'm surprised that the qualifying and the practices have been as of course. Cool. Well, our debut for Paynos. Asahi Team Dragon. Here we go. Attempt number 2 of the 2000 Le Mans 24-hour race is go. And already it looks like the 2 Audis at the front are absolutely flying. Let's not overcook it into one. Remember, we are on the wrong tyre again. Come on, there's a gap. And you know what they say. You know what they say about gaps in racing. Oh, oh wow. He didn't appreciate me going for the gap. Jesus, guys. It's like they've been locked up all year. Well, what an incredible start this is. Let's bump draft our way back up. What an incredibly bad start. Okay. At least we've got someone to bump draft with. Get ourselves up there. Okay, let's pull out. Considering how close I was to that car, pull out could mean two things. Sorry. Don't know why I let that thought creep from my brain to my mouth. Jesus. KD, you had a similar thought, obviously. Oh, Christ. Fucking hard tyres in wet weather. I'm just not adjusting my braking points. Come on, head in the game now. We've driven better than this multiple times as we get pushed along by a caddy. Oh. You're on the wrong tyres. To be fair, do I stop? Because the previous time I did this, I did 2 stops and ended up having to stop on the final lap. So what's if instead of stopping on the last lap, I stop on lap 1, but then I put wet tyres on? And Helium, you've just had the same idea. Peter, you agree? Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's not suffer with these bloody things when we don't have to. Because they are awful. There's just no understeer so badly. It's doable, but it's not quick. So I will top up the fuel, switch to wet tyres, at which point the sun will come out, obviously. Come on, in we go. There we go, onto the hard tyres, refuel to 100%. I'm going to keep the downforce at medium. Just try and deal with it that way. Hang on. I'm going to change to wet tyres. Let's get the hard tyre. Come on, man. Imagine if I'd just done that. Okay. Yeah, into wets. It was a proper brain fart, that one. Okay, we go to the back. Incredibly not all the way to the back. Is someone else in the pits? Yeah, someone else has decided to do a lap 1 stop, interestingly enough. We're okay. So, it is now 9 o'clock, the sun is setting, but fortunately, it still very much looks like full wet weather. And immediately, grip. That's good. You know, I think that's okay, Helium. I think sometimes when it's sunset in the wet weather, that's how it simulates the sunset. So I think we're okay. I think it's going to stay wet weather. There we go. Stick closer to the inside of Tetra Rouge. And now we just got to push. And hope that our out-of-sequence undercut of sorts works. There we go. Okay. Oh, I think the day-night cycle stuff in both this and the PS1 version is so good. It's so well done. Two very different games, but both equally enjoyable on their own terms. Okay, I think we are going to start catching the GT class, and I think the most important thing here is not to get too bogged down with them. And that's the line, there we go. It's much nicer when you turn the car and the car turns with you. That is good. Older than that, Peter, I'm pretty sure it's 2000, 2001. Yeah, much older. Yeah, it's simulating the 2000 Le Mans, and it came out afterwards. I think it's 01 or maybe 02. Okay, we are up to our first GT car. Obviously they don't have to move out the way of us, and we have to be, it's the onus is on us to navigate the traffic safely and cleanly. And as you can see, we did that really well. Really well done, actually. No further questions. Aggressive take on that curb. Most of the GT class is going in. That's good. That will save us a little bit of time. In having to navigate them. I think we should, hopefully, just fire past the entire GT field. And a couple of the LMPs as well. We're up to 12th. Anyone chasing us? No. Still in clean air. This is alright. On to the inside of Tetra Rouge. That's better. We're warming up now. Definitely warming to it. So when you say the original Dreamcast version is something, that could mean it was something awful or it was something incredible. I'm assuming you mean positively. Okay, so we are in no man's land at the minute, but we have stopped before pretty much everyone that's ahead of us. In fact, I think everyone that's ahead of us, yeah, they haven't stopped yet. So, need to drive cleanly and as quickly as possible to make this strategy work. The first stint wasn't great, fell victim to being on the hard tyre in the wet because, as the issue was with many games of this era, they didn't think to put in a weather forecast. So into the pits on lap 1. Keep it going. How many of that front pack will we actually reel in once they stop, though? Are we too far back? And are we once again going to kind of be condemned to 11th? It's not ideal. So far, the first attempt I did in this class last year is proving to be the best. Isn't ideal. no man's land in France. It was probably a poor choice of phrase. Okay, so most of the field is stopping. How many of them do we get ahead of? We charge down the start-finish straight, and we get ahead of most of them. It's just the Audis ahead of us. The 3 Audis off leading. So obviously we do have to do one more stop. But this is good. Let's just hope we can keep the gap to the guys behind us now. "48 seconds. That is a long, long way to those Audis. Okay, we're doing in a slightly better rhythm at least with the circuit now and the game. I do hope those guys behind us don't suddenly start encroaching. So the gap was, what, 48 seconds I said? It'll be interesting to see now, we're in clear air, which way it's trending. Obviously if I can keep driving cleanly. Next split is just after the Mulsanne corner. As we approach 6 AM. Gap coming down by 4 seconds. That's encouraging. I don't think that the pit stop's going to be enough to get us past them, and obviously we have to stop again anyway. So it's not ideal. Also, interestingly, oh, is that just dawn, or is it actually looking a bit brighter? I'm not sure. Gap down again a little bit. This is good. Apparently I was only quicker in that sector as well. So arguably there's more time on the table, which is good. Oof. Big squirm there. No, it's still very much blue. It's okay. It's still... We're still in the Sea Life Centre. Oh, do I need to stop this lap? Is that going to be enough fuel? Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. Shit. Should I have stopped? I'm actually not sure. But are we going to overhaul the Audis temporarily? We lead. We lead Le Mans for the first time in this game. Right before we run out of fuel, I guess. Alright, I'm not sure if I'm going to get round. Evening reserve. The first attempts have not been great. I'm not going to lie to you. Well, this is only the second attempt. The first attempt was pretty poor. Bad driving, wrong strategy. we do lead now, but we do have to stop again. And I'm not sure if I've made a mistake staying out. Yeah, I'm aware the lead is going to be temporary, absolutely. The question is, will it also be the end of me? Because hang on, so we've done lap 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 4 laps on the balanced engine. Is 4 laps too much? I mean, I could lift and coast a little bit, couldn't I? Just to make sure we get round. Keep the revs a bit lower. It does mean we're going to get reeled in. And I don't mind getting reeled in as long as the attempt doesn't end in us running out of fuel. We ran out of fuel. Shit. Oh, shit. We're not going to make this. The shortest of short shifting. Ran out of fuel on the PS1 version. Am I going to run out of fuel on the PS2 version now? It's keeping the revs as low as possible. Short shifting, lifting and coasting. And I know that does mean we are going to get absolutely overhauled by these Audis. We're not far off. I think we could make it, but I do think having to short shift and lift and coast was necessary. Okay, we are going to make it now. Whew, that was a little bit close. There we go. Using the brakes to slow down for the pits, as you see. Right, so how many laps are we going to need? We're surely not going to need all of it. Right? We're going to stick on wets. Oh, how much fuel do we put in? Just to save time. I'm going to do 70. Because I think we'll only need to do 2 laps. Rizio, I've just seen your thing saying don't risk, and I feel like I have risked, unfortunately, but here we go. Let's see how bad it is. I do appreciate that, at least in this game, what you change or don't change does affect how long your stop does, unlike Indy 500. Unfortunately, the only downside is these guys can't do a pit stop in 7.23 seconds, which is a real shame, but there we go. So we have lost out. Some of these are going to stop again, so we'll gain some places back, for sure. We're only going to do 2 more laps. Ooh, Christ! Wow. Okay. That feet seemed a little less grippy. So let's see what we can gain back with other people stopping. Tag out. Oh, we can see the car ahead. That's good. So this should be enough to get us to the end on 2 laps. Should be okay. Indy 500 in short reserve. We'll be doing it again next year. we got close. We got 2nd place, and 3rd place, and 5th place. But we did very much get confirmation that Indy 500 as a game is weighted against the player. So we're going to need a little bit of luck and a bit of Flavio Briatore-esque manipulation to get it done next year. Quite happy with how I drove, which I can't often say. But yeah, rough. In terms of this run, BP, hello. First run wasn't great, admittedly. Finished 11th. Wrong strategy, bad driving. This one, better strategy, better driving, but not perfect. I'm hoping that some of the guys ahead will stop and we might re-inherit a place in the top 10. I don't think we'll get back up to 4th. We certainly won't get back up to the lead because those Audis just don't need to stop more than once, which is ridiculous considering the speed they can go at. Let's see if we can get past this caddy without issues. As we approach Indianapolis. Not the best line through there, but at least the move's done. What's more painful, 2nd on that game or just being team principal at LaRousse? 2nd on that game, because it means I've got to do it again, whereas being team principal at LaRousse is stressful, but honestly, it's all generally fine. I know eventually that season is going to end with me breaching the cost cap and getting fired, but since I know that's what's going to happen, I'm at peace with it, and we can just enjoy being shit. We can really lean into the Andrea Moda-esqueness. maybe not as bad as Andrea Moda, but we can lean into being ambitious but rubbish. That's fine by me. Okay, quite a few. Oh, has no one else... Are they all stopping once? Is that seriously what they're doing? There's no one in the pits. As we cross the line, it's technically 10 minutes... 10 seconds, I should say, to the start of the final lap. Oh, okay, brake there. That's fine. That seems reasonable. So, let's see if we can take some places on the road on this final lap, but I think we need to put the endurance engine in. Because we're doing 2 stops when everyone else is doing 1. I think that's what we have to do. Ah, shit. It's not great, but fine. Pretty accurate how LaRousse turned to IRL. I like authenticity. That's what it's all about. I would... Honestly, Screamlight, I've had so much fun tinkering around with x86 GP2 in my spare time. I'm not good enough or ready to run that game on a stream yet, but when I am, I absolutely will. Or even as videos, one way or the other. It's such a fabulous game. Okay, we're in the top 10. We've got a few cars ahead of us. Our previous best finish in this class has been 8th. Let's see if we could better that, because we could. There's quite a few cars here. Let's go pushing this final lap and gain some places. Should be in the slipstream now, he says. Come on. Please, I beg of thee. Come on, please. That was a good move, though. Up to Indianapolis. Use the momentum out. Our teammate. Right, let's not run each other off the road. I am faster than you. Oh. If I drive off the road, I'm not. Come on. Clean run through. Here to the inside. Up to 6th. Just the Ford chicanes to go. We can just see the brake lights of 5th as they come out of the Ford chicane. But it's our best finish so far. We get to 6th now. And finish with our strongest lap of the race, a 3:34, sorry. Okay. Not bad. An improvement, but I think we know the strategy we need to win. We have to make the endurance engine work, and yeah. Better qualifying position would help. Being on the right tyres at the start of the race would help. But some of those things we can't control. Well, one of those things. This game's a million times better than Le Mans on grid. Impossible to see at night on the game. I mean, you say that. When we were playing it on the PS3, it was impossible to see at night on this bloody game as well. To be fair, I mean, I've still got grid, and I don't really remember much of the Le Mans on it, so I'm going to do it again and see what it was like. But we come 6th. Interestingly, look at that. We do a 3 minutes 34, which compared to other people's race pace, we were 10 seconds quicker than the winning cars. So we've got the pace. It's the strategy that is still doing us in. Having to stop twice is definitely the problem. Goatlowski, I would be so happy if they brought that Chevy back. It was so much fun just to see that running around. I would absolutely love them to do that again. Okay, Tiger Mask, good to see you. Hope you're well. Thanks for joining. So, our best result so far, 6th. We're going to try again, obviously. I'm going to stick with the Paynos. I quite like it. The engine sounds meaty. Once again, to open prototype. Stick with the 23 Paynos. Yeah, CX, yeah, if we could just get a bit of luck with that weather forecast at the beginning, that would be good. Scream Live Paynos with Ferrari F1 strategies. Ferrari, yeah. The Ferrari comparisons are real. Okay, just check the settings are the same. They are indeed. We're going to go straight into quali. And we're going to stick with balance, but then put the sprint engine in. And I'm going to stick with medium downforce for quali because I feel better being able to carry the speed through the corners. So I'm going to go with that. Have I got soft tyres on? Yes, I do. Can we have a third dry quali in a row? Let's see. What's the difference between the two options when you select 24 hours of Le Mans? Oh, Petit Le Mans is the Petit Le Mans race. So Petit Le Mans is not actually at Le Mans. It is in Brazelton, Georgia, a road Atlanta. And it is that endurance race. Yes, dry quali. Let's stick with it. Which I did a couple of videos on towards the end of last year, and I really like this game. I really like doing Le Mans on this game. Petit Le Mans is a fabulous experience. It's brilliant, and I actually think I prefer it to doing Le Mans on the game. So yeah, that's Petit Le Mans, the closer of the IMSA or IMSA series. I think it works because the track is shorter, so you get a lot more, even on like kind of a time reduced one, you get a lot more kind of issues with traffic and varying strategies because of the shorter track. And then it's also elongating a shorter period of time. So it's 30 minutes, but for a 10-hour endurance race, whereas this is doing 24 hours in 24. So because it's not elongating, shrinking time as much, you settle into it a lot more, and it feels really good. I absolutely love doing Petit Le Mans in this game. Petit is American and means quite similar, maybe. NASCAR is in Mexico this weekend. Oh, is that, are they at the, or, Hermanos Rodriguez or Autodromo, you know what I mean. The F1 circuit. First time there, I think, for them, isn't it? When you do a full race on Newman House, could you do it on the bonus track? There's a couple, isn't there? Are you thinking of the one that kind of starts or ends with like a banked oval, but then is also a road course? Because that one's a lot of fun. I think there's more than one, though, if I remember rightly. Or if it is just that one, that is quite fun. Only the one bonus track. Okay, I must be getting mixed up with the other Bizarre Creations games, because there's definitely a couple of bonus tracks in 97. So that must be what I'm thinking of. Because that's just reverses, isn't it? I think you've got reverse Adelaide and reverse Aida on it, if I remember rightly. And then the original F1's got the circuit that's shaped like an F1 car. You know, I like that bonus track. That's a fun little track on Newman Haas Racing. Right, so obviously our first lap is a bit of a dud because of the way it spawns you in at the start of the session, so we are about to go flying round. I reckon we can qualify fourth with a clean lap, so let's see what we can do. There's 2-1-98 Healing Trophy. I'm aware of Stunt Track. What's the other one? Right, here we go. Good start. Roman Colosseum. I've never seen that. That sounds insane. I hope I never see it until I experience it for myself. That sounds ridiculous. Okay, 38 seconds was the split of the best qualifying lap I've done from Sector 1. Let's see. Get off the grass, you bastard. Not quite as quick. Okay, but still 39.2. Hopefully with us hitting the red line on the car and not losing some speed in the straights will be quite good. That's much better. That almost seemed tidy through there, God forbid. And again, some great grooves from this game. This is good. Anthony, good evening. Indeed. This is the PS2 version that followed a few years later. This is a solid lap so far. Let's not ruin it in the final sectors. To Indianapolis we go. I'll be honest with you then, I thought I braked a bit late and actually moved my foot onto an imaginary brake pedal as if I wasn't controlling it with this thing in front of me. Shit, stop. Oh, no, hang on. Square. Let's try that. This is going better though. My least favourite section of the track. That's it, that's better. Not the best line through there, but we keep it off the grass. Here we go. 4 chicanes now. Don't jump it over. It's good. Oh, that's a good lap. It's a 3 minutes 31. Now, if the game is playing fair, that would be enough for 4th, I think. But watch everyone in the field now have suddenly gotten like 3 minutes 30. Let's see. That was good. Oh! Interesting. The Audis aren't there. It's a Paynos 1-2. And then technically a 1-2-3 because we're also running a Paynos. So we're 3rd ahead of Mopar Team Orica, Audi Sport Team Yost in 5th, 7th and 9th. Ooh, very interesting. Our old friends Conrad down in 14th. Welter Gerard down in 17th. Welter Rachel up in 11th. Bit of needle there, obviously. Okay, wow. Okay. Yes, scream light. Very good. Okay. So, I feel like this has to be it. We have to go with endurance because we can. Everyone at the front is one stopping. We have to go with the endurance engine. Balanced start on the hard tyres in the hope that obviously for one stopping we would just have hard tyre. Axel, good evening. It started bad, but it's getting better. 11th, then 6th, and now we've qualified 3rd. And the Audis, who have absolutely obliterated the field every single time, 2 1-2-3s, they're behind us, and there's 2 Paynos ahead of us. So we've got a real good chance. We have established that that's shit, that's less shit, that's the strat. Because it's the only engine that allows us to do a one-stop, and the top ones, top guys, the Audis especially, are one-stopping. So let's see how much speed we lose as a result. We have to go on the hard tyre, hope it's not raining. I am going to stick downforce in the middle to counteract the fact if it is raining we need that. The only downside to this strategy now is if it is raining, we won't be able to do what we did last time and go in on lap 1. And yeah, just ditch the hard tyres. We're going to have to do at least 2 or 3 laps. So it could be treacherous. It's been Inter's weather and rain to start on our previous 2 attempts. Surely, this time, it can start in the sun. And this is it. how quick are the Audis going to be coming through the field? It's a very good question. Let's try and be as much of a nuisance as we can. Here we go. God, we were so close to... I'm not going to make that joke again. We did a 3 minutes 30, just not quite quick enough. I can't make the joke again, I'm sorry. Let's not do it. Here we go. Paynos 1, Paynos 2, factory teams, and then a customer team. The Asahi Team Dragon Paynos is third. There's an Audi in fifth. Oh, and it's sunny. Shit. That's even better. The sun is shining. Our best chance. Let's see how much time we lose now with this endurance engine. Come on, let's just stick with these guys, please. Oh God, I can hear them coming behind. Oh, here comes the Audi. Here he comes. Okay. We're not getting absolutely dropped, which is good. We've got to make use of the fact that we've got probably a bit more downforce than everyone and gain during the corners. And if we can get into slipstream range of these two, we can get ahead of them. This guy is going to come straight back at us with the slipstream, which is fine. But let's work together. We're both Paynos. I am the Team Jota to your factory Cadillac. Let's work together. Oh, there's the Audi. The Paynos got a very bad exit. Trying to hang it round the outside of me at the Mulsanne turn. Oh, but oh, go on, hold him up. You can do it, Paynos. Right, let's focus on the corners ahead. Up to Arnage. The Paynos is still in third. It's holding the Audi at the moment. This is good. This is okay. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, don't you dare. A little bit of a squirm. And as we reach 8 o'clock and the sun sets, we now lead Le Mans on merit for the first time. Not an offsetting strategy. We are ahead. Can we get away? Is the next question. Okay. Yeah, so this is a 24 minutes of Le Mans, yeah. Which, I want to do 2 streams of this game. So if we do happen to do the 24 minutes of Le Mans, stream 2 may well be the 2 hours of Le Mans. Or the 240 minutes of Le Mans. That's not 2 hours. Maths. It may be the 240 minutes of Le Mans instead. I think it's 240, isn't it? I think that's the next one up from this. It's 4 hours, correct, yeah. So the next one may be the 4 hours of Le Mans. Which, Christ. So that might be fun. But we've got to do this first, obviously. I don't know why I thought there was a 2 hours of Le Mans option on this game. It's good maths. It's quick maths. It's maybe because I assumed that because most people do a 2.4 hours of Le Mans that this game would have a 2.4, but no, it's 240 minutes. That's what it jumps up to after this. Four hours of Le Mans. Oof. Christ, hit that curb a little bit hard. The gap's going up. This is amazing. So the only thing we have to watch out for really is when we think we need to come in for tyres and fuel. I just assumed, clearly wrongly, that the endurance engine would be so slow in a straight line. Because in the GT class where we put the endurance engine in, it was rubbish. And just wasn't the option to win it. Whereas here, the endurance engine is... Uh-oh, I'm speaking too soon. Is that an Audi that's gotten free? Shit, that might be an Audi that's gotten free. Uh-oh. And yes, there is KD. Again! Trying to carry too much speed on the approach to the Dunlop chicane. Can't be doing that now, the Audi is past the pain Aussies. Oh shit, I can hear him. The straight line speed is ridiculous. Although, again, it's very deceptive. He seems to have flown up to us, but then isn't, like, hauling us in ridiculously. And to be fair, we've gained a little bit of time back through that chicane. I can tell you what would happen, Peter, with a no-stop. We don't make it to the end. That's the worst that can happen. It's definitely a one-stop race. And with the way the fuel consumption is, it may be a case of the second stint is on soft tyres. But let's see when we get there. We're at least holding the Audi. It seems like they are quicker throughout this second part of the lap. We'll have to see when they stop as well. So, I've said this before, when you get Indianapolis right, it is one of the most satisfying corners in the world. I love it. Jesus Christ. How have we just done that? How's that just happened? Why is it 6 seconds? I mean, I'm not complaining. That's brilliant. I think it does help that you can start on the right tyre. Look, we're not done. It may only be 24 minutes. So it's not a true endurance race. But anything can still happen. So there's people staying out, not many going in just yet. I don't feel like I had a particularly bad sector, so I don't understand why that Audi was just flying up on us briefly. It was crazy. Maybe a little bit of rubber banding, potentially, but we seem to be snapping that rubber band a little bit again. See what the gap is now. It's come down a little bit. It's interesting. Grey X did the 24 hours mode on the Dreamcast as a kid. My mate took every turn to do the pit stop in the McLaren F1. I will read that again once I've negotiated the chicane. About every 1 hour and 20 minutes it gave you the option to save at the pit stops, yeah. So that's cool, you're able to then actually co-pilot each other. It's nice having friends, isn't it? I wouldn't know, I'm presuming. Right, anyway. This is going well. So, looking at our fuel now, it is at the sort of level where I would worry about that. I'm thinking stopping at the end of this lap. Because I think it's going to be a little bit risky doing one more. I think I'll just fill up. I'm not going to risk not filling up the car. I don't know whether to go soft or hard tyres though. We're going to start lap 5. I think it's 7 or 8 laps. I wonder if it's worth just sticking on the hard tyres. Get a new set of hard tyres. That's what I'm thinking. Seems to be me and that one Audi that have broken free. Hard tyres, yeah. I think it looks like in this lap, hard tyres from what I can have quickly just glanced at from chat. as we have a beautiful sunrise over the Circuit de la Sarthe. Yeah, it's pit now time. Okay, we're going to go on to the hard tyre, refuel 100%, because I ain't risking that. Is that Audi coming in behind us? Well, they would have gone through by now, so I assume they are. In fact, there they are in the background. Okay. I don't want to hear about what Dick would take, Peter. I'm not interested in him. Okay, here we go. Tyres, we temporarily dropped a second as the Audi stops ahead of us. I wonder how quick their stop's going to be by comparison. Here we go. Oh, we have to wait. We are held up a little bit by the pain Aussies. But I think the Audi's going to have to wait for us, even if their stop's quicker. Oh. Oh, well, that's annoying. Held up. Held up by the factory team. That's jealousy for you. They don't like that a customer Paynos is beating them. Oh, good lord. Cold tyres, man. Come on. And there is the Audi. Will they have put the softs on? Will they be a little bit quicker? Will they have put less fuel in? Will they be a little bit lighter? Have we been too conservative? Through Tetra Rouge. Gap was around 6 seconds when we came in. It is now 2.2. And there's a couple of them there. We are about to be kept very honest. 8:30 in the morning. The race ends at 4. Just keep it on the road. Game Boy Color version. I mean, let's just get every version of this game. Outside Line has Le Mans 24 Hours Supremacy. Helium, I'm not even going to try and say... Well, I can say that footballer's name, but I'm not going to. But you're absolutely right. Oh no! They are coming. It looks like there's two Audis together. And they might be helping each other along. Right, no. Forward. Focus forward, because we're about to come up to Indianapolis. Oh, Jesus. Oh, they're going to make this so uncomfortable. They're going to make us fight for it. I wonder if they've gone soft tyres. I do wonder if they've gone soft tyres and are on lighter fuel loads. Because I know I had that little half spin coming out of the pits. But they're still reeling us in. Our only saving grace is going to be our hard tyres will at least maintain their grip. Their softs shouldn't, if that is the case. Or it might just be lighter fuel. Through Tetra Rouge again. That was a good first sector, that's alright. We just need... Yeah, eyes forward, trust the process. Yeah, this is it now. Gonna avoid giving them the slipstream. Uh-oh. Oh, we've gone deep there on the brakes. Do manage to hold that together. Again, the gap is coming down. Jesus. Oh, no, I don't like it. Oh, good lord. We've ditched one of the Audis. Oh! You're not getting past that way, son. Gives us a little bit of a push. Oh, wow. We are not going to have a quiet ending to this race. Oof, you little bastard. Swear to God, if this guy punts me off, I'm going to absolutely fucking lose it. Bit heavy over that curb. But we crossed the line for what will be the final lap. We just have to hang on. Oh, God. I don't like this. I do not like this at all. Oh my God. Oh, Christ. Oh, he's going. He's going. There we we go, managed to outbrake them into the chicane. Confirmation it's the final lap. Oh, don't you dare, fucking hell. Christ, no. Good lord. Oh, good lord, I hate this so much. Oh yeah, he's overshot it. Lost a little bit of time. Oh, good lord, here we go. Porsche curves. Down through Maison Blanche. Just the Ford chicanes. He bottles it! Yes, we hang on! Oh my god. Unbelievable. For once, I don't bottle. Yes! We have won the 24 minutes of Le Mans. Absolutely incredible. And Christ, that last lap and a half, to be fair, ever since the pit stop, was grim. We hold off the Audi to win in the Asahi Team Dragon Paynos. Brilliant. On the third attempt, fourth overall if we include last year's video, 4 goes to get there. And I tell you what, having sunny weather all the way through definitely helped, didn't it? Jesus. Absolutely incredible. I mean, the 10 minutes doesn't count. Oh, the PS1 as well, I suppose. But it's a completely different game. I know it's the same... you get what I mean. Anyway. Whew. Nice one. So, yeah, we've beaten this, and now Indy 500 is still fucking there. It's incredible. That last lap was ridiculous. Yeah, he was. To be fair, he was struggling through the turns on the final one. We weren't the fastest on track this time. The Audis were all slightly quicker than us, doing 3:37s. The guy that was hassling us was quicker by 0.6 of a second, but we hang on to win. Those Audi Sports recover. And it does make you wonder if they had not had such a bad qualifying, would we have done it? But then you shouldn't have fucked up qualifying then, should you? Huh? So, all good. We win. The Paynos Motorsports dropped down to 6th, 10th. respectively. And Welter Gerard gets past Welter Rachel for the lols. Incredibly. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely magical. So we've unlocked the Mopar Team Orica, which is a Reynard. Another Mopar Team Orica. And we unlock an Audi Sport Team Yoast, Audi R8, the number 7. And the guy that was just hassling her, the number 8, red Audi Sport Team Yoast. All of them. A full collection. Oh, and we get the Paynos Motorsports. God, you get a lot for winning a 24-minute version. And the Pescarola Motorsport Courage Peugeot. Amazing. I think it's going to give me some credits now, actually, because I've basically finished the game. The fuck is Justin? You're not Dick. God. Not bad. Not bad at all. I'm not jumping to Indy, Peter. Not a chance. Oh dear. Incredible. So before, because we don't deserve credits yet. Sorry, of course, Razio. Respect for Justin. Oh dear. I can't face one race Indy. I do want to do something else though, because actually I've done it in quite quick time. Let me just have a quick look and confirm before I go into anything else. So is it 4 hours? It is 4 hours after this, and then 24 hours. Whew. Damn. So I will look to do another stream on this game. I'm not done yet. We're not gonna leave it there. But I'm thinking we'll go to 4 hours next and do a 4-hour race in one stream. That would be quite fun. But yeah. Question is, what challenge do we try and undertake now? Because I don't want to end it just yet. Do we have a look at one of the championships? Have a little, try and make a little bit of progress in one of these before we call it. Because I've never done any of the championships in this game. That might be a good idea. Yeah, 4 hours is going to be rough. So, we're into Rookie GT. I've never done any of this before. Let's see how bad we are. So we have a Chamberlain Engineering Chrysler, a Rook Racing GT2, which is definitely not a Porsche. We have Team Augusta Racing, which looks somewhat like a Lister, but is probably not. So in terms of, I mean, the Viper seems like the best car. Although I do quite like the look of Augusta. I kind of want to go with the Augusta because it looks a bit like a Lister Storm, and I like the Lister Storm. Let's go with that. Expert and hard. That's me. And round 1, Suzuka East, forecast. There's a fucking forecast. You taking the piss? So you can put Guys, you were so close. So close. Okay, so that's sunny, right? Or it's a nuclear explosion, I'm not sure. Well, it's sunny. Fine, we will go with this. Is there... It's 5 laps, so... Soft tyres, balance. Do we do a sprint engine? Will that be enough for 5 laps? I think so, it's only Suzuka East. So let's do sprint, balance, soft. Start with full fuel. Go that for now. Let's qualify. This might be way off, and all my settings might be wrong, but let's give it a try. Some dude, fair point. Peter, apologies. That is, yeah. Reserve, also, yeah, good point. It was a long time ago. I wasn't making that connection. Do apologise. Okay. I'm not racing in an open prototype now. I've got slightly less downforce. Let's try and remember that. To be fair, I've just realised I've been racing in a completely different view to what I usually do. Because I usually stick with the bonnet cam, but I've gone to the nose cam. But okay. It's just won as Le Mans, so I'm not going to complain. To be fair, I set up the car for the race and then didn't consider... I should probably taken some fuel out for qualifying. Doesn't feel... quite got my eye in just yet. So pole time is 43 seconds, we do a 45, we can definitely improve. Let's see if we can get closer. Go on. Shot us a little bit wide, but come on, come on. Final sector, 4/10 in it to pole. It's very much confirming that the sprint engine can last. Can probably take some fuel out for the 5-lap race. That was slower, that felt slower. Tried to get it hook it closer to the inside on the final lap, but that was a mess. Okay, final qualifying lap. Come on. Ah, no, botched it. It's only 3/10. Let's see if we can make it up. Oh, nope, it's worse. It's worse. Okay. Only 4/10 off pole. Hopefully that puts us in a decent position. Jose, hello. Jonty. Hello to you both. Yeah, that was just surprise, and it was both, Jonty, to be honest. They've put a forecast in for their championships but didn't bother to do it for Le Mans or Petit Le Mans. So close. To do a full 24-hour race and have the family be reserve drivers. I can train them up. I've not done enough to try and indoctrinate them into motorsport, so this could be it. It would be really cool if you could just do your own 24-hour races on all the tracks in the game. That would be fun. I don't think it's capable of that, of a proper day-night cycle everywhere. Anthony, I appreciate your Listerari comment. We do okay. So, Labra competition, 1-2 in the cars that definitely aren't Porsches. We are just behind in a car that definitely isn't a Lister. It's a 12 car field. Some familiar names from the PS1 version of this game: Rook Racing, Team Marcos, Chamberlain Engineering, and Labra competition, all featuring. Right. I agree 50% fuel should be enough. Yeah, if I tested the championships I would have known, but there we go. To be fair, I wasn't really listening to the car, Axel, or Apex, both. I'll listen now. Right, I think we're good with that. Is 50% going to be... Yeah, 50% should be fine, he says. Watch us run out of fuel now. Here we go, round 1 of 3. Wes has joined the party. Hello, Wes. 43 seconds in his Team Marcos. Good for you, Wes. Jeb, good evening. Indeed. We've had a very eventful time at Le Mans itself, and we're going to finish off with a championship to round off the stream. Oh wow, straight line speed is not the one. Fortunately, this is quite a twisty track, so let's hopefully get these guys back. Pass one. Into the slipstream, which is incredibly powerful in this game, it has to be said. And we go into the lead. Very nice. This is only the Rookie GT Championship after all, so if I was struggling with this, that would be a concern. Let's see if we can get close to Wes's time. Like, can we knock someone off their perch? Ooh, we're off by 0.4 of a second. Okay. Apex, it's like the opposite of Indy 500, where in Indy 500 the entire field has to start their engine, whereas in Le Mans 24 Hours the game, this single car has multiple engines to start. Quite incredible. God, I'm not going to get anywhere near Wes's time doing shit like that. Come on. Right, come on. Want to dethrone Wes. Oh, God. No! Nearly dethroned myself. That's what you get for trying to take it to Wes. Right, final lap. Let's not throw it away, but I do want to have another crack at this fastest lap. Let's do it. The Jack Doohan line. It's fine. We should get round the lap. It's annoying, that felt quicker, but apparently both of those sectors were slower. We charged towards the line. Damn. Touché, Wes. You win this round. Hey, look, sometimes it's not about the winning. It's about how you participate. I don't know what I'm saying. Ignore that. Okay. Pretty good start. I think we can potentially one and done this championship and chip away at it. I guess it is, Jonty. I guess it is. So we take 10 points. A lovely classic Formula 1 point system here. The two Labras from Wes, presumably in the team Marcos, and the two Chamberlains. We do have the fastest lap of the race by a considerable margin, over a second. So there we go. So lead the championship. That's good. And we are at Donington National. Love this circuit. So I'm going to knock it down to about 60 for the 5 laps. I don't want that. I don't know why it's auto changed to auto, because we were on manual just now. Sprint engine, balanced. The menu reminds me of GT Sport. It kind of... Do you mean like the music, the vibe, generally? Because you're not the first person to say musically. It's very Gran Turismo. Okay. Standard the Game Boy Color version. Wow, Martins. Your commitment to this game is quite something. Okay, let's qualify. Oh, the clunk. Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Now, KD, I didn't mind GT Sport in terms of its online. The career mode was obviously non-existent and tacked on, but I enjoyed what they brought to the table with the way they did online racing, which was... I had fun with it. But yeah, career mode, there isn't a career mode. Oh, there we go. It's the Donington where there's a Spitfire still on to the side. Very nice. Through the crane of curves. Okay. Under the Dunlop Bridge. It's a shame the Dunlop Bridge is no longer there. There we go. Doing the final chicane. Right, so we need to aim for 1:04. Let's see what we can do. Aubrey, thanks for that support and the complete non-pressure of the orphaned children you've seemingly brought along. Just needlessly scrubbed off speed through the crane of curves. Oh, no, you don't. Let's see how far off we are. And our first flying lap. Oh! And that was the end of the Listerari. It never competed again. Whoops. Alright, let's give that another go. I've just terrified the orphans. As if they didn't have enough problems. Not the best run through there, but God, it does squirm a lot under braking. God, I'm not... How was that bloody slower? Okay, 8/10 off pole. We're not as close this time as we were in Suzuka East. But I've not put together a completely clean lap yet. Underestimated how quickly I could get around that one. Incredibly 3/10 quicker. Okay then. Fine. If you say so. I've said this before, but I absolutely love Donington Park. It's a wonderful circuit. Not the best line through there, admittedly. It is quicker. It's... Oh, okay, it's quicker than pole. That's pole. That's pole. I thought the pole time would change to our time, but no, apparently not. That's pole. I'm sure the stewards are looking at track limits in that final corner, but they didn't see anything. Thank you for the pro tips, guys. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Very good. One of my mates did Donington in a motorbike race. Described it as absolutely right once you remembered the full circuit, included chicanes in the hairpin. Very nice. What team do I plan to use to Super League? Good question. I was thinking of going, and I can't remember who it was now for, because it's a spec series, right? They're all the same car, so it's not like picking any one team would be wildly unrealistic. They're all Paynos DPO 7s or whatever they were called. Speed, power. I'm going to stick with that, stick with that. Fine, sprint, go. But I was going to, as it's a spec series, I was just going to go with whichever team participated in the full season that finished last in the standings in 2009. That's who I'm going to go with. I have a feeling it was PSV Eindhoven, but I might be misremembering. Remember, it's the one that whoever did the full season, because there were a couple of teams who didn't, like Sevilla didn't do the full season, and Ali, I think, didn't. But I can't remember. So whoever's last in the standings that participated in every single race of that season, 2009, is who I'm probably going to go with. Plus, it's typical that for 17 years Spurs don't win a trophy, then I make a joke in a video about Spurs being Spursy, and within a few months they win a fucking trophy. And the joke doesn't even work anymore. I can't even blame them. Not had the best exit out of there. We are under pressure. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh dear. It's a slight design flaw in the circuit. Uh-oh. What is happening? Did anyone just see that with the gears? Did anyone just fucking see that? What the... Okay, I'm not going to question it. I think in real life my engine would have just exploded. But never mind. We move. Right. We're second. We have got to now try and reel in the one guy who didn't get caught up in our bullshit. Okay, brake at the 100 board, for crying out loud, man. Take the rallycross line through that final corner. Okay, 2 seconds to the leader. Ooh, whoa. And, oh no, Wes. Wes is flying for us. Okay, gotta concentrate. This Porsche is, This Porsche's no slouch, but also rough couple of laps. Come on now. So let me get this straight. I couldn't get pole in Suzuka, but then drove away with the race. I get pole at Donington, and I crash and then can't catch the guy. Yep, that makes sense. Ugh. I mean, I'm doing 1 minute 6s, so I don't think it's a mystery as to why. I'm having an absolute mare. Christ, and that was nearly a moment. It felt like a better section of the lap, but I don't feel like I'm making much headway. I've gained 0.6 of a second. So there's a slight gain. Oh! God forbid the car stops. Maybe you should stop the car. Oh, that might help. You've been given pro tips about this. Drive better, don't crash, and you're not listening. We are getting closer. I've just had a really rubbish first half of the race. I think it means we're not going to get him. Yeah, if I'd had a tidier first half of the race, we could have just gotten him back. But, as it stands, he gets away with it. See, it wouldn't be a outside line stream without some bottling, would it? Okay. Well, there we go. Corvin, good to see you, man. It's been a mixed bag, but I would say a general success. I hope you enjoy it. There's lots of fun to be had. Okay. So if that was the same Rook racing car that finished second, or was it? See if we're still going to be leading the championship going into the final round, or tied at best. Not at best, at worst. Labra competition. Is that the one that finished? That's annoying. Fastest lap of the race again. Just didn't put it together until the end. Very annoying. We are tied on points. We have got to make sure we beat this Labra competition. Well, I would say it's the 72, but both the Labra competitions have the same picture, so I don't know which one it is. That's useful. I thought that as well, KD. Scott Mansell has no idea who I am. And is a racing driver, whereas I'm not. And also he's obviously a very successful YouTuber. But it would still be great to get one over on him for fun, because he does YouTube as well. So yeah, try and beat Scott Mansell. Did cross my mind. So we finish at Road Atlanta, the shortened version. Again, sunny. It's the rookie competition, so that's fair enough. We will knock the fuel down to about 60 again. I don't know why it keeps changing my gearbox settings. That's a bit weird. Sprint engine, soft tyres, qualify, and let's smash it out. And let's hopefully finish with a win of this competition. Alex is the fastest drive around this one. In a Viper. Albon? Lynn? Who knows? Right. As do I, Aubrey. Okay. Just need to remember the flow of this first sector. There we go. And then obviously we are now going to go round to the right. Okay, it's fine. Lovely sunset at Road Atlanta to hopefully finish off the stream. Oh, I forgot about that. The car lifts off the ground going over that hill, so we've got to angle it to the inside. Okay. First proper flying lap of the 5. Go, that seemed pretty solid. Angling it for the inside. Fire towards the line. Ooh, still got a little bit of time on the table there. I tried to carry too much through that. That's a bit silly. Quite a way off, actually. Got a bit of work to do. Okay, 2 more laps to go. That's how you do that. That felt like a really good first sector. Let's keep it together. Boom. Yes, yes, yes. There we go. Oh, nice. The engine does not like it. Benny. Thank you, Benny. Appreciate the warning. Alex Young, of course it is. So, oh, that's good. The Labra competitions are down in 4th and 5th as well. So whichever one we need to beat, they're a bit down the order. So we have a little bit of a respite. Yeah, we'll stick it with that. I think that should be enough fuel to get us to the end. Here we go. Let's try and win this Rookie GT Championship. Whew. That would be a nice way to finish off proceedings. And then the next time we do a stream on this game, which I'm not sure when it'll be, but I'm doing one more stream on it this year. Potentially next weekend. We'll see how things slot in. We will do the 4 hours of Le Mans. For now, Road Atlanta short. We get across to the inside. The Chamberlain Engineering car has the run. But that's fine. At the minute, we're not going to lose the championship to this guy. So let's just pick our moment. Here we go. Boom. Perfect first lap. Let's not screw it up. And this just reminds me how much fun Petit Le Mans is on this game. Sorry to bang on about it. But it's true. Right. Let's see if we can gun for Alex's fastest lap. And I know that's risky considering I don't need to push. So don't push. This is the immediate, just don't push. How about that? You tit. Good lord. Sorry, I'm just getting a good run up for the start of this next lap, yeah. Pushing it too hard through that section. Chamberlain Motorsports car is still there, but I think it's ditched the rest of the field, to be honest. So from a championship perspective, we should be safe. Could we at least go sub 50 seconds? Come on. Oh, I've absolutely got the angle of that one wrong. Never mind. Yeah, we're not getting sub 50, but we are getting the championship at least. Annoying. I love Donington, and that's the only one who didn't win. But we take that, and we win our first championship. Aubrey, I need expenses as well, and I don't think flights are cheap, so you might want to reconsider that bit of manual labour. Also, I'm very shit at cutting grass. Brilliant. So I would say a generally successful stream. If you are watching back later, spoilers incoming, but on the third attempt of 3, third attempt of 3, and out of 4 overall, not including the stream, we finally beat the 24 minutes of Le Mans with the Paynos, Team Asahi, and then we've now managed to beat the Rookie GT Championship, which is magnifique. And there we go. Win it by 7 points from the Labra competitions. And we've unlocked a Chamberlain Engineering Chrysler, the Rook Racing GT. Did we not already have that? I'm sure we already had that. Whatever. Anyway. And we are going to leave it there tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, the next time I stream this game, which will be at some point soon, not sure exactly when, but I will get it announced as soon as possible, we will return to Le Mans 2000, but it will be one race and one race only. The 4 hours of Le Mans. So that should be interesting. And that's how it jumps. Goes 24 minutes, 4 hours. Amazing. But that's what we're going to do. So I hope you'll join me for it, and I hope you do enjoy the Le Mans 24 Hours and Montreal if you do watch. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. I hope you've had fun. I hope you have a great weekend. And yeah, what a final lap that was to try and beat the Audi. That was pure cinema. And on that bombshell, thank you so much. Have a fabulous evening, have a fabulous weekend, and I'll see you again very soon. Take care, everyone. Cheers.